What's up, y'all? So I'm answering a question I got from one of my followers, and they were asking basically how to move from maybe somewhere like the South, like Georgia, from like a lower income and make it out in California. And I wanted to share some of my experience with you guys on, I don't know, basically how I've been able to stay afloat out here. And then I'll include some tips. Like I've spent like a good bit of my time traveling, and something like a couple of resources I'll share with you are, I'll link up our Coolworks and Workaway for sure. If you're moving to California, it's kind of expensive here. It's a little bit hard to find like a housing situation. So if you can find like a job, like a seasonal job, with housing, then I would definitely recommend that route. Coolworks is a great place for that. You can look up stuff by seasons, and then by states and stuff like that. So that's a good way to do it, as well as Workaway. Or it's kind of like Woofing. It's a $50 subscription for the year. But basically they kind of do like a work trade. They have like work trade opportunities listed, and you can kind of connect with different people, and there's all sorts of different opportunities available. I mean, like you could work on a vineyard or farm or house sit, or you could you know, it just depends on what you're into. Really, they have all sorts of opportunities available. So those are two of my first recommendations. If you want to get straight into the industry, that may be a little bit harder for sure. If you want to go into the legal route, definitely I would check with like someone like Dark Staffing Solutions, who have like a temp agency, where you can kind of find a job easily that way, and maybe look on Craigslist for housing. And I would recommend going in more of like a central location, like a bigger city. I mean, if you want to be in the Humboldt area, Eureka maybe, or Arcata. I don't know if I recommend Eureka. But yeah, I also highly recommend making sure that your car is up to date, because one of the unforeseen expenses that I had to deal with when I came out to California was getting my car smogged. I came from Montana. There's very loose regulations there, but California is very strict on a lot of things. So one, make sure that your car is up to date. You'll have to get your car smogged, and so there may be some unforeseen expenses there if you have to like get any work done on your car, and then to get it registered and everything. And you have to have your car registered if you're living in California, like as soon as you get here, blah, blah, blah. And then also insurance. If you file your taxes in California, if you don't have health insurance, it's an $800 fee that they tag onto your taxes. I didn't know that when I first came here, and so I'm still paying that back, which really sucks. Yeah, so California isn't they've definitely got a government of their own, and it's something to be aware of. I mean, yeah, it definitely hasn't been easy getting my bearing here, so I just wanted to share that. Definitely, it's not for the weak. If you want to be out here, especially if you're looking to move to a more rural area like Humboldt, where I am, Garberville, I mean, there's not a lot of opportunity, so you have to get it how you live. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people do here, and people who've been here for years. You know, it was definitely a different world when they got here. There was more opportunity, and now it's a lot different. So I will just say that. But yeah, those are some resources if you're looking into it. Also, when I was in Oregon, when I was traveling on the road, we just looked on like Craigslist and places like Medford, Oregon, and like Grants Pass, where there's like a huge, like they're looking for hemp workers and stuff like that, and you can find nice jobs at like 25 an hour, 20 an hour, something like that right away. and that can get you started on your path as well, and just work from the ground up. I mean, that's really like, if you're not born with a silver spoon, or you know, like, or you haven't, or you're not a 7th generation farmer or whatever, you know. Yeah, you just have to find your own path and sort of take a machete to it. So yeah, good luck out there and much love. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope these tips helped. Also, you could always go on the 101. Maybe not recommended, with a sign that says looking for like green jobs or something like that. But yeah, Craigslist, man. Craigslist, word of mouth. Knowing somebody who knows somebody is pretty much your best way in. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Gas is expensive, housing is expensive, food is expensive. Get food stamps if you can. Yeah, dude, it's as real as it gets. Much love, y'all. I also want to go on to mention, coming from the South, being a person of color and moving to a rural area, whether that's for the industry or whether you're doing any other seasonal job, like I mean, it's definitely, there's not a lot of diversity, so you know, you may feel like very isolated, and I don't know, it's definitely hard out here for a pimp, without saying too much, but yeah. So definitely be aware of that. I myself am looking to personally relocate to somewhere where it is a little bit more diverse, and where there's more representation and mentality that matches my own. So yeah, just look into the area that you're moving into, do your research, always try to get an eye on things beforehand, and think things through before you make any important decisions. You know, even if you make a decision too quick, know that you have options available and there's ways to get out of things. Like I said, CoolWorks is a great fucking resource, man. Sorry to cuss, but yeah, it's really nice that they have some opportunities and like careers and jobs that offer housing as well. Even if sometimes they'll like take it out of your pay or whatever, but I don't know, it's a good way to get your bearings, and then you can kind of go from Craigslist or, you know, Facebook Marketplace and just sort of see the groups in the area and stuff like that, or like, yeah, like I said, word of mouth. You know, a friend who sets you up with a good spot, so especially if you're good people. So yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, I'll quit talking. Much love, y'all. Like mad gorgeous out here though. Just around the river bend.